Yeah. So anyway, the question of today is going.
Wait,
to, what?
are we recording?
Yeah. It's been 2 years, bro. How have you not solved this? Roll intro, everything. Cool. We're here.
Intro, everything.
And here is now.
It was completely scripted, by the way.
Episode 140.
Of course, I know we're fucking recording.
Yeah. Anyway, the question of today is, why is it that we have a manager peeking at our shoulder? Our alertness level is so damn high. But then when you know you're messing up at home.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Listen to my words, and you will know what I am talking about. I said the question of today is, why is it that if a manager at my job is looking over their shoulder, surveilling me all day long, my alertness level is at a maximum high, and I am very proficient at everything, and I am efficient, and I am productive, and I'm getting things done without complaining about it.
I have one word.
Until after. But then, when you're at home, you don't have that same discipline almost.
Accountability.
Accountability.
That is the word.
Who is accountable for your actions?
If I have a manager, which I don't,
then
I'm being held Who?
It's you.
Oh yeah, I am my own manager, but
yeah, but do you see how like the accountability just dials down?
It increases once you're at work.
The more you are alone.
Well, yeah, I mean that's inevitable. Most people take their foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah.
When they're alone and they're done with their normal routine obligations.
Yes.
So what's the subject?
The subject is, I asked why, and it's accountability.
I think it purely comes down to accountability.
Now, how do we fix the process and make it easier and not harder? Because I find times where it is very difficult to make decisions, or better yet, very difficult to move on with my decision.
In what context?
I don't know. I had a big decision to make, and then I made a decision, but then I retracted the decision. And I'm like, wait, are you sure you're making the right decision? So how do you make those processes easier? By being your own manager and not having like a secondary kind of just being a surveillance camera all day.
If systems
because when you have someone looking at you, trust me, dude, you think differently.
Of course.
You think differently. So I want to take that mode and take it and put it into my life. I don't want to be... I want it to be a constant thing. I obviously want to take the fear out of it, right? You don't want the fear aspect of like, oh no, I got to keep moving. But...
oh fuck, someone's going to get me.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto, you know?
Yeah.
But like kind of like take that same concept minus the fear and then adapt it.
Okay.
Because then I feel like accountability is it's a tough thing to do too. Like if you want to, hold yourself accountable for everything, which you essentially have to do in order.
I think it's easy actually. I don't think it's tough.
Well, at the very beginning, it is pretty tough. And depending, it's case by case too. Case by case, it can be tough. So I'm saying like when it is tough, or when there are times when it's tough, because I remembered that I am not the only person existing on this earth. So if I felt this way, there has to be other people that feel this way. So I wanted to share that and just be like, yo, there has to be a way for this to be much easier.
It is.
Much easier process for you to kind of, hold yourself accountable for things without feeling bad about it, and just seeing that it was the right decision and feeling that it was the right decision.
Yeah.
You feel me? You feel me?
I think you have to have mental and physical systems in place to take care of that. So the foundation of your mental system is that everything is my responsibility, even if it doesn't logically make sense, because it's just going to help you. It's not going to hurt you in any way if you accept responsibility for something that you didn't do, right?
Yeah.
And then physical systems, I would say, I guess you just have to have a routine in your day.
Yeah.
and know what's important from what's not.
Yeah. So you kind of theme your life based on, hey, responsibility is key.
Yeah.
Responsibility, I got to take responsibility. And I can't just blindside responsibility. I can't be like, oh, I didn't see it, you know? You gotta admit to yourself, like if you see something and you hear of something and whatever, and you are responsible, this and that, I've come across individuals in my life where it would be like they would try to hide it immediately, start lying, whatever. And it's kind of like, I tell people all the time, like, you can lie to me, just don't lie to yourself.
Sure, yeah.
Because then I'm worried about other people in your path. I can simply leave. That's fine. I'm just worried about other people that you are going to affect based on like a really shitty trait.
Yeah. But the reason why I say it's easy for everybody is because it actually is much more simple than people make it out to be. I think a lot of things in life are that way. It's just the fact that people are so... They keep themselves locked into like this delusional state for so long, and they're not willing to admit that this or that is my responsibility, that they just choose not to see it and do other shit to distract themselves.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's disrupting like the flow of society or the flow of human communication?
I mean, I guess, but it's always been there. Because, I mean, going back to our previous episode, the internal battle, it's always there.
Yeah.
Ever since we began as a species.
The reason why I asked that is because, like, it's not, I'm not going crazy. Like, I feel like it's a really negative thing. Like, I bring this in the sense of what happened to, like, looking out for each other, or looking out for, whatever you want to call it, brothers and sisters, humankind, my race.
Yeah.
Right?
My race. That sounds
doesn't
pretty
exist,
racist,
dude.
Bro.
Well, I mean,
my race.
Yeah, my human race. You know?
Okay, I get you.
Just that, like, it's just fading away. It's fading away. No one has anyone's back anymore.
But what specifically? Because we're talking about alertness, right?
I'm talking about as a whole, like how I feel within this society today. No one has anyone's back, right? And then it mutes people like me, where it's kind of like, all right, like I would love to support someone or help someone out or give a lending hand or whatever. Yeah. But then it's like, it's all so mushed and messed up that it's like, I won't even be heard. So then it will retract from my givingness or whatever, vice versa. I know there are other people like that out there. You know what I mean?
There's plenty of them.
Yeah. So.
But I don't think it takes anything away from your givingness, from your willingness to give to other people. Or
yeah, but it can. See, that's the thing. It's like, I'm worried about someone that doesn't have overall control of their mind or the things that influence them or whatever, you know? So weak-minded individuals, right? That's what worries me. It's like kind of like, if I did my part and did the discipline, and I like kind of take things and understand it and don't take immediate information, rather research it, do that kind of stuff. There's going to be someone that's not doing their part, and then they are still a part of this society.
Yeah.
Right. So whether we like it or not, we're kind of a part of it. And the reason why I ask these questions is to kind of like see where the hell everyone sits, discipline-wise, society level-wise, knowledge-wise.
Well, it's a big question because most people have no fucking clue where they sit.
Yeah, but you can find out. See, that's what I mean. It's like, be the smarter person and then take more time out of your own time to educate yourself on how to find these things out. You can survey these things,
sure.
Statistics. You can kind of do it, but it's like,
sure,
that's the thing. It's like, I feel like we need to start teaching like how to initiate, how to like grab and take form and just like help people, how to lead, how to guide, how to know how to do things in general too.
Yeah.
We need more of that because these days we're focused more on like fame, money, celebrities, NFTs, this, that, being the next big hit, the next big thing, the next. And that individualizes the crap out of everyone.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to become like this, gem You know, if God created like billions of people, and one believes that they are the diamond, you know, the chosen. I don't know. There has to be someone crazy enough out there.
Yeah.
So that doesn't exist, and I feel like it's kind of like more like we are a whole, and we're forgetting that. You know, that's kind of what it ties into.
It's very complicated. I don't know. Like some people have it, some people don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a believer that you can teach everybody to be in this exact way.
It's not even exact. That's what like pisses me off about like everyone says it's so pinpointed, dude. It's like it's only a one way to live. No. That's not it. Because if you really think about like the don'ts or like the, you know, a little bit etiquette, like let me just say this real quick. I was talking to my dad yesterday and he was telling me a story and he was saying that he was like, "Oh, I remember back in the 50s or 60s, you would never, like a classy man, you would never see him with a girlfriend. It would always be a fiance or someone of significance.
Sure.
Everything else was secret or private." Right? That was like if you wanted to be like somewhat classy back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But do you see how that itself has changed? Right? If that has changed, there has to be so many things like in the societal levels that have changed as well.
Yeah, the change is there, but it depends on what you're talking about because it's not inherently bad.
Yeah. So we can pinpoint the changes, but even then, that can fit in the palm of my hand. That's nothing compared to the pros, dude.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So if we just shift our focus a little bit, you can see kind of how to balance everything out. Right? Is by focusing on the negatives and then just being like, okay, why are they negative to begin with?
Yeah. What I'm trying to point to is like, let's take the example of leading yourself, leading other people. Leading other people is a skill onto itself.
Yeah, and it's actually a talent. In most cases.
I think the majority of people don't have that skill. Leading yourself, the same thing applies. I don't think the majority of people have that. Like,
but can you build it? Yes.
Of course you can build it, but there are degrees to it. Like some people are just, it's not like they're born out of the womb like that, but their environment fostered it at such an early point that they just naturally ran with it.
Yeah, like this is how you operate. Like that's how they know.
Yeah.
And
but here's another thing people need to know. It's that there are some people who are a lost cause. No matter what you try to tell them, no matter what you try to do, they will stick to their path. And it might be a very destructive path.
Yeah. And they will do it regardless.
Yeah. Definitely not in the business of trying to save fucking everybody because it's not.
We know that like everyone that does stick around, like people that are around us, for example, right? We know that they stick around because they're around us. So it's like, if we have people like that, we know that clusters of people like that exist too. And that's, you know, we have the fan base of the 2 a.m. podcast. We have, you know, they're not just following for aesthetic reasons, I hope.
I mean, although our aesthetics are pretty damn good.
But yeah, you know, like it's an interesting world we live in. And it's like, as it changes as a whole, there has to be like curiosity always, because with rapid change, you got to be always asking questions to catch up in general, to not lose yourself. You have to know everything's made with purpose.
Yeah.
All right.
Some people have the sauce, some people don't.
Yeah. You can't tell me TikTok is made to make 5-second videos. Do not tell me that.
Well, it depends.
But it's not.
It's context, bro. Context is king.
And today's headline, go follow us on the 2 a.m. podcast.
Like, are you telling me that somebody is going to be on TikTok and watch a 10-minute video? Really? They are quite literally training their brain to skip 15 seconds at the most. You're telling me they're going to sit for a 10-minute video?
I mean, depending
even if they implement it into their algorithm.
Look. Depending on how the video is designed and edited, sure.
That's a different thing.
That's a different thing. Yeah. Because then if I can edit it in a certain way where it's like, I'm going to keep your attention span, sure, I could do that. Psychological, whatever. But other than that, it just depends on the material. Depends. I don't know. We haven't tried it. All right. I'm not a rat. I know other people are.
No, we're joking. You're human beings.
You're human beings. And we welcome it. Thank you very much for joining us once again on the 2 a.m. podcast.
By the way, like this video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Spotify, give us a 5-star rating as well.
Yep.
We need to implement more of that.
We do. And we need
the beginning, middle, and end.
We need to be more intimidating, to be completely honest. I'm sick of everyone's BS on these platforms, dude. No one's commenting. No one's doing anything. All right? All I ask for is a response to my damn questions, and that's not even happening. So if you can't do that, at least do this. Give us a 5-star review on Spotify. Like us on YouTube. Subscribe. Turn on the bell notification so you never miss a damn episode. And you will see us on the front pages one day.
Why are you so aggressive, dude?
I don't know. I'm just...
You're hurting my feelings.
Doesn't matter. But it's episode 140, baby. And the 140 series is going to be strong. So, yes. Stay tuned, guys. We will catch you next time. Peace.
Oh, we're not done, bro.
See how
like 5 minutes.
See how I just tricked everyone
I'm
into...
like... It was literally 5 minutes.
It's good acting skills, huh?
You are a good actor.
Yeah. Anyway. So...
do you want to...
Did I get you?
You actually did get me for a second. I'm like, there's no fucking way he's ending it on this.
Yeah, it was like 5 minutes. But anyway, yes.
I do feel like ranting.
Do you have a rant? I grant you permission to rant.
I have one thing.
Yes.
Okay. It's the type of people who tell me to calm down.
Calm down?
Everybody knows that if somebody is angry or, let's say, passionate, that the last thing you tell them to do is calm down. Okay?
Yeah.
It does not work.
Relax.
It's a socially autistic move to pull out.
Yeah. Relax.
But I'm trying to figure out what context I'm speaking in regards to, because like it connects to this. I would rather be furious than complacent about a number of things. It doesn't matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Anger, I think, is a better tool than complacency. Considering that, the people who tell me to calm down because I'm angry about something justifiable, because I usually don't get angry over stupid shit.
Yeah.
That annoys me.
Yeah, of course.
And I think those types are like, they have no standards, no high standards at least, and they don't have a pair of balls.
Yeah, well, it's also lack of education.
But is it?
It is. I think of it like this. I like to think of it like this. So when I am thinking about like another person sacrificing something for me, right? Whether it's their time or something. In that situation, you know, if something happens to me where it's like I'm furious because I'm talking about something passionate, and then someone interrupts it and they're like, dude, like calm down. It's not that crazy.
It's the worst.
They don't know what's happening inside your body to even begin with. Okay. Because when someone's passionate about something, he's linking something with an emotion, and things are happening in your body that are causing you to just be this energetic, right? Because that's like, passion is not a light word. So if you're feeling passionate about something, it's you better feel that way. You know what I mean?
Here's what I think it comes down to. Energy.
Yeah.
People with high energy,
clean energy,
they have a good relationship with anger.
Yeah.
They know how to express themselves.
Yeah.
But people who are on the lower energy spectrum, they feel intimidated by that.
So what you're trying to say is there is what? There is bad form of energy and good form of energy? Or are you saying clean and dirty?
There's just high and low energy. What I'm trying to say is that I'm a human being and I have emotion.
Yeah, so
and
I'm
going to express that emotion.
Yeah.
And I don't need you to tell me to calm down.
Yeah, exactly. So when someone's telling your bodily emotion to calm down, your brain is not going to process that as okay.
If anything, that stokes the fire even more.
Yeah, because that makes me go, okay, you know, like okay. But like, that's why I'm saying it's lack of education, dude.
No, it's not lack of education. It's lack
of awareness.
Nope. It's not awareness. It's lack of passion, for a better word. Like je ne sais quoi. You know what that means? It's like something that's attractive to a person, but you can't quite pinpoint it.
Yes, but
you need to have some fucking fire.
But there's
in
also
you.
Like you can relate things to someone. Like, okay, like if that happened to me, And I was like, what the hell? Right? That like I felt passionate. I'm not gonna calm down. Then I would start thinking about them and I'll be like, okay, they have to be passionate about something. How would they
Sure.
react?
Sure.
Okay. And if they reacted passionately, and I'll be like, they just don't know how to like save that emotion as passionate. So therefore they do not know what it is. Does that make sense? So that's why I'm saying like it's a lack of like awareness in a sense.
You can say awareness. Okay. Yeah.
Like I have to say it, but like I feel like
but it's not education
we're
because
we're all different, dude.
Yeah.
The theme of our life is different for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, am I an observer? Am I a listener? Am I like, what is it? You know? And for me, I visually rely on a lot of things.
Yeah.
I have to visually save things or whatever, right? Because that's just how I operate. That's how I will memorize. Someone else is not going to be like that. It's just going to be completely different. So for them to sacrifice, compromise, or even realize what the hell is going on, or, you know, it's going to be, that process for them is different for me and for you. So like, I like to think of it as the benefit of the doubt of like, okay, maybe they're not being an a-hole, but it depends on my mood too. That's where it's interesting.
Yeah, but to me, it doesn't matter whether you're an asshole or not. Just don't tell me to calm down.
Yeah.
Because I can sit there willingly and listen to you rant.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Damn, bro, you sound like a woman right now.
You sound like a female right now, bro. But
I'm
the reason
kidding.
why
But yeah.
I say it's not lack of education is because education is logical. We're talking purely about emotion. And a lot of people are uncomfortable with their emotions, so they're not willing to go through that type of situation.
That's on them, dude. It's a lack of confidence.
Yeah.
Like
that's why, connected to this,
yeah.
I think another thing that annoys me is people who are monotoned.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah,
confidence.
I do this and I talk like this. Even I'm very passionate about it, but you know, I have no fluctuation in my voice or my language.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, kill me.
Yeah. Here's what's funny, man. Like, it's kind of ties into like, here's like a classic example. We have celebrities. We have actors. Okay, let's just stick to actors for now. Actors, like, we see them and we go, they're so mysterious and interesting and intriguing, and everybody loves them, and they walk this earth perfectly, right? How do they do that?
So they say.
What are their behavior hacks? What do they do, right? And it's really, really, really simple. And it's straight up, they are so comfortable being themselves.
Yeah.
If you hold an interview or watch an interview with any celebrity, like look up 3 of your favorite ones and then watch like separate interviews for each one of them. They're all different people.
Say Idris Elba. It's a good example.
Yeah.
I love the way he speaks.
Yeah.
But he's comfortable with himself.
For example, he impresses you, right? For me, I like that warm feeling of Brad Pitt. You know?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I like
Brad
listening
Pitt's,
to speak.
He's got the sauce.
You can see it. Like he has like a different personality, but on screen, he still has a hint of like Brad Pitt, but even though he's playing a different character. Whatever. So like, they're not really behavior hacks. It's really just not being as insecure. So like you're pushing towards confidence in the sense of like, I don't care how people view me.
Yeah.
Right. And I will speak how I speak and whatever. I'm not going to copy Matthew McConaughey, even though we're both actors. Right. We're completely different. Christian Bale is not going to be like, yeah, I need to copy Matthew. No. And then Matthew's not thinking about Christian Bale either.
No.
So it's like,
they're authentic to the core.
being authentic. And that's essentially what you're chasing. And being open emotionally is one of those things. So, and I don't mean like being open, but like if you're going to be passionate, passion requires emotion. So be emotional. Who cares?
It's also interesting that people try to solve their insecurity or confidence issues by tackling the confidence itself.
Yeah.
As opposed to tackling the fact that they're not authentic.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is a difference. If you're authentic, you're naturally confident.
Yeah.
But if you try to go for the confidence and you try to like act as somebody you're not, then it's just fake. It doesn't work. And people can see through that.
Yeah. And it's going to drive you insane. And it's going to cause you more problems mentally, physically, everything.
Yeah.
Not worth it in the long run. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you for the most part. Like it makes sense. It's a lack of a lot of things. It's not just a lack of one thing, I think.
Do you have something you want to rant on?
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, okay, but I mean, I deal with a lot of people, and I feel like just the bar of incompetence has just risen, and I try to block it out as much as possible. Where I'm like,
I'm with you on
no,
that.
no, like, there's no way. There's no way you can like tell someone to like, yo, deal with this, and they'd be like, oh yeah, I got it, and it's the simplest task, and then they don't do it, and then you confront them,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, I forgot, I'll move it right now, and then you check it again, and they didn't move it, and you're like, what the
How does your brain
what's
even
going
compute?
on? Yeah. So that's been happening way too often, and to the point where I'm starting to notice.
Mm-hmm.
And if I start to notice things, that means there's a pattern now. And if there's a pattern, fix it.
Thumbs up.
Yep, something's up for sure. And yeah, I just wanted to say that. That's it. That's pretty much it. I feel like, because it's not one person, it's a lot of different situations, places, and scenarios and times.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's happening, man? But anyway, that's kind of what I want to rant on. That's something I've been noticing.
Yeah.
Day to day.
It's definitely a lot of that stuff.
Ew. Get it away from me. Anyway. Do you have anything else to say?
Get that COVID away from me.
Episode 140 here?
I don't.
Retracting
Not really.
Back. Okay, so lessons you can take from this are: be mindful. Be conscious of your environment so that you never lack a chance or miss a chance to help out someone or fuck someone up. Either way, we live balanced. So
you make your choices and you deal with the consequences, all right?
Live in a way where you get to see situations happen. And that includes stepping out of the door. So
yeah. Leave your house.
Leave your house.
All right, you can send us off.
All right, I will send us off, guys. Go follow us on YouTube at the 2 a.m. Podcast. Give us a 5-star review on Spotify. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and all major streaming platforms. Turn on your bell notifications so you'll never miss an episode. And go follow Zaid and Saeed on Instagram because we need some love, man. Anyway, stay tuned and we will catch you guys next time.
Stop being poor.
Peace.